Oh, good stuff. So, come on in, take a sip. Let's wind down. It's Friday, okay? For a lot of us, that means the end of the week. But for those of you who have to work on the weekends and whatnot, I'm sorry. Unless Monday's your day off, then, hey, you're almost there, right? So, anyway, so we are having another Campari Spritz because it's technically summertime in Germany. And yes, I'm wearing a cardigan sweater, so that should tell you something about the summertime here. But we do have a couple warm days a year. But there's just something about the refreshing nature of the Campari. It is so good. It's like the Select. I love the Fiero. These are my three favorite Italian bitters. Though I don't mind an Aperol on occasion. It's just a bit on the sweet side. But this is just absolutely remarkably refreshing. Yeah, I might have the rest of that bottle tonight. So let's take a look here. We have a Friday, June 28th grid here. We've got, and this one is by Enrique Hinestrosa Anguiano and edited by Joel Fagliano. So let's jump into this thing and see what we got. Is it going to be like yesterday? I mean, I don't know. Let's take a look. Okay, so find a part for. Wow. All right. So that's, okay. Well, we'll have to take a look at that. Tilt to one side. Oh, gosh. Gosh, it could be lean. It could be heel. It could be cant. It could be kilt. So what do I got here? Salmon wrapped sushi order. Okay. Well, this is something we can work with. Because I think this is the Alaska roll. And when I was eating sushi, I eat rice because I'd be eating sushi every day if they just did a version without rice. Yeah, I would. I loved the Alaska rolls. I loved them all though. Tempe's, you name it, also good. The evening of December 24th in the Spanish-speaking world, and I think this is Noche Buena. I hope my Spanish doesn't fail me. So I think now we have can't. So that's good. At least we've got that much. Find a part for. Revealing way to think. How about aloud? You know? And let's see. Triangular bones. I think these are sacre. Fiat is headquartered in Turin. It's also where they found the famous shroud. Find part core. Okay, so cast. Got it. So we're going to try to cast you in this role. So, but this T and this S, I hope this is t-shirts. And top choices, I guess that would make sense. See, when I see that TS, all of a sudden, like, oh, no. Those are two consonants that don't gel well, right? You know, so if you see a T and an R, not a problem, right? You know, but TS, it'd be like it's like seeing a TG or something. 4 letters, great. Maybe TGIF, but you never know. So it just kind of hems me up just a little bit. Let's see. Further into the evening, say. Maybe this is darker. No. Is that right? I think it's Noche Buena. Anyway, sorry. I just saw my spelling. Where you might be asked where to, maybe a cab. 2.3 on a certain scale. No idea. Boston skyscraper with the, and I think we're talking about the PRU, short for Prudential. MGM co-founder Marcus Lowe. And the CP again. So this must be a C+. Okay, good. No worries. What the bottom of the triceps muscle connects to. Wow, that helped me. I only had one letter to go. Go to my ulna. That's too funny. Interesting to look. Calumny. This would be slander. One of my favorite words for that. I like words that are both nouns and verbs without changing them, right? You know, I think it's always kind of cool. Chorus of 2-year-olds. I don't know. 3 letters. It might be. I don't know. I have no idea. Pain in Spain. Dolor. And interesting to look. I want to say this is going to be. I don't even know. I forget about it. A device for treating asthma, maybe an inhaler. And still alive, surely looking like in it. In mean, singer, gay, daughter of Martin. And that's Nona. Nona, I am a fan. Finish line marker tape. Address letters. I think this is HTTP. So, things to talk through. How about intercoms? And this looks like want to see. So I was kind of hanging on that a while ago. Like that seems like what it was going to be, but I didn't want to take a chance. Mean, maybe. How about not so nice? We can get that in there, and then let's see what we got here. Virtual participation in a remote event. I don't know yet. So the chorus of 2 years old. I almost said that. I almost said no's, but then I thought, what else could they possibly be saying? But they do learn the word no pretty quick. Virtual participation. So this looks like it's going to be presence of some sort. Not an R, an E, thank you. And barrel of laughs would be a riot. Nashville Awards org. Now see, I think they're going for CMA here. Letter derived from Phoenicians heth. And that's, okay, that's fine. The issue is I don't like it when the answer to a clue has one of the same words in it. So, Nashville Awards org, right? Well, maybe it should have been like a recognition, organization based out of Nashville or something. See, in other words, because it's the Country Music Award, right? I mean, you can say this is the Country Music Academy, but at the same time, if you get a CMA, what do they mean by that, right? It always gets shortened. Whether it's actual, good grammar or not, really makes no point. If it's in usage, then it's a thing, to me, right? I'm not a descriptive grammarian. I'm a prescriptive. Not a prescriptive. I don't want you to speak a certain way. I just want to make sure that we're describing how people are speaking. And as a linguist, that's what's important to me. I really spent too much time on that, didn't I? Sorry. Game also called Mathdoku. Yes, this is Cin-Cin. And as a matter of fact, if I hadn't seen that, I would have been maybe lost a bit on that because I would have been thinking can something. So that was fortuitous. Magnus Carlsen achieved 1 of 2882. Virtual participation. Oh, I think this is telepresence. All right. Yelp contributors. I don't know. Not forget. Well, this is always the trick for me. Trying to retain the new things I learn and try to use them at least 3 times a day and for a week or 2, and then I generally have them down. Then you got to remember to use them. So, National Advocacy Group for LGBTQ issues. And I think this is PFLAG and Yelp contributors. You see, we got Alt Pop here, and what Anne Bronte and Anais Nin have in common? Well, I don't know. We got a blank IA. This has probably got something to do with the diacritical marks, but I don't know. We got this T here now. Yelp contributors. I guess these could be raters. I don't know. I have Yelp, but I don't know if I'm not familiar with it, so I don't know if people get to they get a certain nickname when they're contributing on Yelp. Mythical creature likely inspired by Madagascar's elephant bird. I think this is a rock. So, like ridgeline hikes often. Well, ridgeline right there alone makes it sound scary to me, but we've got 4 more letters to go, not 3, so that's not going to work. Caballeros by another term. We are really testing my Spanish today, aren't we? But I think this is a simple one. Señores. All right. Okay. So, again, the diacritics. So I think we're talking about the diareses. And you can so tell it is absolutely a Friday. But tomorrow morning I'll get up early. I'll shower. Come in and do the puzzle, and maybe my typing will be better because it won't be after the long week that I've had. raises into a seed. I'm thinking elects, though I've never heard it put that way before. And I guess ridgeline hikes are scenic. I think I'd still call them scary. Cut out. And all I can think of is cease, but this is something we're going to have to check. Some compost bin discards look like they could be cores. And word that can precede or follow dance, and I think this is maybe step dance. Percolate, okay, seep, okay, good. Greek goddess of peace is Irene, so very nice. Got her in there. More than zip. Annie? Like the flavor of much mezcal. I guess this would be smoky. And so we got TikTok here. Which, yeah, and my TikTok channel is growing too, amazingly enough. It's really kind of interesting to see that growing. Not at the same rate that YouTube, but I mean, it's kind of cool to see it. Business line could be no nonsense. Yeah, what do we got here? Lead into second, so maybe nano. And how fun is this? I think we should probably have a question mark and then an exclamation mark there, but hey, what a treat. Often misused pronouns. Anybody else have problems with who and whom? I've always used the old mnemonic device that if I can replace the potential answer with him or her, it's whom. And if it's he or she, then I go with who, right? You know, so that helps me. Maybe it'll help you if you have issues with it. Renounces, maybe disowns. Okay, cool. Wash off thoroughly. Wrapper for a tamale. Well, since we're not going to fit masa in there, we'll go with a husk. And I think this is hosed down. Let's see. Typically, they turn out to be military aircraft. My fingers are just like, get through this puzzle. Let's go make more to drink. Rest stop site, maybe a semi. Building toy brand. Is it Connects or something? They're very popular here. I see them all the time in like hobby shops and stuff here. New York Post gossip section named for its location, and this is, of course, page 6. Just maybe kid. Jesuit University that counts Bill Murray as an alum. Yes, this is Regis. And no, I'm not familiar with Regis. I'm just familiar with Bill Murray. Like David Duchovny got his undergrad, I think, and his master's degree at Boston, right? You know, like, I mean, these things I just like to know. No small part, maybe it's a speaking role. Is this a B? MLB on TBS. Okay, so frankly, how about to be honest? And I think this is a burp cloth. There's something you use with babies, because headache helper, maybe ibuprofen. And let's see, reassurance on a road trip. And I think we could actually be finished here. So it's not far. So how do we do, Bob? Well, 12:25. This is not a terrible way to spend a Friday afternoon at all whatsoever. It was great. I know, clearly, probably not the hardest puzzle that we've ever done here by any stretch, but certainly wasn't. It just wasn't. It wasn't just a lay down, walk over kind of thing. I mean, it took some thought, and there were several moments there where I was kind of unsure, and I wanted to check myself. But that's kind of normal, right? So again, a great puzzle. Not a bad one at all, and the constructors should be very proud of that. And by the way, I've got a lot of comments from all of you about yesterday's puzzle. So with that, we will get rid of you until Saturday morning, and we will continue our adventure of winding down. And I'll just say that some of the comments yesterday regarding yesterday's puzzle were just fabulous. Thank you. And I got to tell you, I love it when I hear from the same folks too, as much as I love hearing from the new folks, because it just kind of crosses that T and dots the I, that you've got someone that's actually genuinely part of your community, and they're wanting to be part of it, and they want to stay there, and they want to contribute. And clearly, if they've heard me say anything about it, they want to make my day. So thank you for that. So for all the liking and subscribing and the commenting, I cannot tell you how much I appreciate it. So thank you very much. Until tomorrow morning, or whenever I get around to the puzzle tomorrow, maybe I'll sleep in a bit, but I'm going to probably have that up and going before most people are even out of bed. Ich wünsche Ihnen einen schönen Tag noch. Servus, grüß Gott, auf Wiedersehen, tschüss, ciao, Cin-Cin, and be careful, be well. See you tomorrow, my friends. Take care.